Welcome to this short web tutorial series designed to empower you, the teacher, with the skills and knowledge necessary to create a scaffolded research project which can then be shared with your students, either as a class, a small group, or individually. This series of videos will address this concept from the perspective of a middle school teacher who is teaching extreme weather phenomena. This project will specifically focus on hurricanes, one of the most extreme storm systems in the world. This second video in our series will guide you, the teacher, through the process of attaching important documents and web resources that might not necessarily be items that you want to include in the list of citations, but nevertheless are important tools that will be needed by your students when it comes time to complete the project. To begin with, please log into your school-provided Noodletools account. You can see that I am logged in to Noodletools and that my most recent project, Blum-Hurricanes, is listed right at the top. To continue working on this project outline, I'm going to double-click the title of the project. For this tool, we are going to be learning about how we can attach important documents that won't be a part of our citations. What might those documents be? Well, the shortest answer is that it will be dependent on both the type of project and the level of your researchers. For example, if I have high school seniors, I might expect that they will be seasoned researchers, and due to their level of sophistication with research, they may want more in-depth and nuanced resources relating to citations. So, if that were the case, I could attach a link to a resource, such as OWL, the online writing lab at Purdue University. OWL is a world-class level citation resource that can help students using Noodletools depending on the complexity of the resource that they are citing. But let's stay close to our original goal, creating a project skeleton that is relevant to 5th or 6th grade researchers. So in this case, I might personally attach the outline of the project. If I have any web-based tutorial videos, I could attach the links for those as well. Because my hypothetical students will be also creating on-location weather reports using the magic of green screen technology along with my colleague, Mr. Green, I am going to include a link to public domain videos that students can browse and download to use as the background for their weather report. Now that I'm in my project, I'm going to look at the vertical blue menu that appears on the left-hand side of my screen. For this video, we are going to focus our attention on the bottom two options, attachments and to-dos. Let's take a look at attachments. I'm going to click on it, and you will notice that the screen is blank right now. For today, we are going to learn how to attach and download both a file and a web resource. Let's talk about downloaded files and documents first. I've created a mock-up of a project outline in my Google Sheets. But because I want to specifically show you how to attach a file from your computer, I've actually already downloaded it. Please remember, you do not have to use this technique with your Google Docs. I just want to show you how to upload a file from your computer. So I'm looking at my attachment screen in Noodletools. And again, all new things in Noodletools start with a click of a green button located at the top right-hand corner. Now, we're going to see a pop-up appear, and in the center, you'll see a gray button labeled Select Files from your device, along with the file formats that are supported. I'm going to click on the gray button and another pop-up will appear. From here, I just need to know where my file is located. I actually already downloaded this file already, so I need to click on Downloads, which I'm already there, and from there, my file is the first one listed, Hurricane Project Outline. I'm going to double click on Hurricanes, and then finish up with a click of that blue button labeled Save. And you can see right now, my file name is Loaded Hurricanes Project Outline. I could always change that if necessary, but I'm perfectly happy with that. So I'm ready to save. Now let's learn how to add a web-based resource. I'm going to attach Pixabay. I love this resource because it has royalty-free pictures, sound, and videos. This will be useful to my students when they create their own excuse me, their own weather report videos using our school's green screen technology. Again, the similarity with these resources is that they are both crucial to my students being able to complete their projects, but neither of these resources would go into their citation for the written essay. They are simply auxiliary resources that I know will be essential to my learners. I'm going to once again click on the green button labeled New File located at the top right-hand corner. This time, I'm going to look at the top of the pop-up window where web address, parentheses, URL is written in black. I'm going to click on the web address and yet another pop-up will appear with the phrase URL and file name, along with typable fields underneath both. So now I'm going to paste my URL from Pixabay that I already have pulled up on my computer into my URL field on Noodletools. And I'm going to label it Pixabay. And because I have middle schoolers and I know they can be very curious sometimes, I'm actually going to label this to be used as part of the weather report video. I'm going to note here one very important note about if and only if you are attaching Google Drive files via the linking function. So originally, I showed you how to upload the project outline as a PDF that I had located directly on my computer. On New File, I can also attach via the web address. However, if you are going to attach Google Drive documents via the URL method, you want to make sure that number one, you enable sharing before you capture your Google Doc URL, and number two, make sure the editing permissions are turned off under general access in your Google document. Students should be listed as viewers, not editors. Okay, and for every web address that you upload, just as for every document, you want to end with a click of that blue button labeled Save. Now, let's return to the left-hand blue vertical menu and take a look at To-Dos by clicking on it. You will see a pop-up appear on the right-hand side of the screen, and this is where you can create a project calendar for your students. Now, this project outline is for a student researching hurricanes, so we don't need a date for picking out our project topic. But what if, along with the resources that we are providing, we want our student to curate one database article? We can say that one citation will be due on February 28th by going to the bottom of the screen, clicking in the New To Do, one database citation is due. And now I'm going to mouse over to the right under due date. And I think February 28th is a reasonable amount of time since I won't probably get started with this project until the end of the week. I'm going to click the blue Add button, and you'll see that my to-do item appears at the top. You can add as many to-do dates as you wish. If you wish to delete a to-do item, simply mouse over the top of it. On the right-hand side, you'll see a red garbage bin, and you'll click, and it will be deleted, and you can continue on your way. This concludes the second video on creating a scaffolded project outline using Noodletools. In this video, We covered attaching resources that will be needed by the student, but do not necessarily constitute research resources, necessary for the works cited portion of the project, along with creating a project calendar. Thank you so much for watching, and happy researching, friends.